she was like, okay, I went to Africa and did all this stuff, and she came back, healed herself, and was like, no, this is how I'm eating. And that was my first. Well, I actually grew up in California, so I always was exposed to like
That's a
natural.
huge agriculture industry.
Yes, and like more like hippie life because it was like Northern California. So I've always seen and understood it, but seeing that in like my age of like, okay, wow, this is serious. And like and I think as a mom, as a parent, you really want to take these things more seriously. So yeah, that was interesting. But okay, now please can you tell us a little bit about your certification process and how that went? And then we'll also, before we go, we'll talk about how that upkeeping is going and your recertification.
Okay, so the certification process, it gets easier each year. The first time, you will come up with your organic system plan, which
Mm-hmm.
basically goes over all aspects of your farm with like how are you controlling weeds, what are you doing for fertilizing, how are what's your plan for controlling pests, how are you keeping your water safe, all of these things. So you basically map out all of your procedures, your policies, and then the other side of that is record keeping. So the certifier we work with, they have documents or like templates that we can use, they offer you. So you can just
Nice.
fill that in and that helps you keep up with all the documentation. So all year you're keeping records and then they just come once a year. Sometimes it's unannounced, which I haven't had an unannounced visit, but they do have to do a percentage of unannounced visits, but they'll schedule the visit and they'll basically come and look at all your paperwork. Um, and they will make sure that all of the products you're using are approved for organics, the
Mm-hmm.
seed as well. And my my certifier usually doesn't take too long. It's like 3 hours, which is for our 20-acre farm.
Wow.
And the certifier, well, they come, there's like auditor, I guess I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Um, They are just there to collect information and then they send that back to the organization and they're the one that issues your certificate. So they have the final say.
Mm.
So the auditor's just doing a service. They're usually contracted out, usually don't work for the company. And so they're kind of just there to get the information and send it over basically. So that's how it should be.
Nice.
There's no like bias in there. And
Yeah.
sometimes there's things you might not have prepared or ready or like a receipt